Good afternoon to everyone. I'm honored, I'm very happy to be here and to have the opportunity to share with you our direct experience from ICOPE program in France. Okay, so as Leocadio said, in 2019, World Health Organization published the handbook guidelines, Integrated Care for Other People, ICOPE, and since it has been already said, ICOPE approach, rather than focusing on diseases, ICOPE approach emphasized the optimization of intrinsic capacity as the key of healthy aging, also defined by maintaining our function in order to be able to continue to do what we value. ICOPE care pathway is based on the assessment of monitoring at regular intervals of the 6 core main domains of intrinsic capacity: locomotor capacity, vitality, vision capacity, hearing, cognitive capacity, psychological capacity. In order to improve, maintain slow declines in intrinsic capacity and to build resilience. Intrinsic capacity construct differs by being framed as a dynamic continuum, and its trajectory can potentially be monitored across the life course, leading to early detection, assessment, and intervention. And on the other hand, as Leo just said, evidence base has shown how weight loss and then malnutrition are resulting in sarcopenia, frailty, and then later in dependency in older people. So therefore, early screening and managing of this domain of intrinsic capacity is crucial in general population. So ICOPE program proposes a pathway to be implemented in primary care. This pathway is composed by 5 steps. Step 1 is screen for potential losses in intrinsic capacity. Then, if this screen is positive, propose to assess in a greater depth by the step 2, leading to the step 3 to develop personalized care plan, which with a multidisciplinary team and with multi-component interventions. Then step 4 aims to ensure referral pathway and care plan and monitoring, and with the link with the geriatrics specialties or another specialties it's needed. And then the step 5, it's a cross-sectional phase that aims to engage communities and support caregivers. So here you can see the step 1 ICOPE screening and monitoring tool, which is a very fast and easy tool to perform. It takes from 10 to 15 minutes. And if we look at the domain, at the nutritional domain, there are 2 questions, screening questions for this domain. The participant or the senior is asked if they have intentionally lost more than 3 kilos in the last 3 months. And the other question is, have you experienced loss of appetite also in the last 3 months? If one of these questions or both are yes, then the screen is positive, and we go to the step 2 and a deeper assessment. So vitality as an intrinsic capacity domain includes energy balance and metabolism. That's why ICOPE handbook guidelines proposes to focus in one key reason for decreasing vitality in older age, and this is malnutrition. And this is the simple pathway that ICOPE proposed in first screening for malnutrition community, then in assessing nutritional status based, for example, by the mini nutritional assessment, among other parameters, but also to assess and manage associated conditions such as frailty and sarcopenia, and also the social physical environment as well. So now let me share with you our experience of the implementation of the ICOPE program in clinical practice in France. So since January 2020, just before the pandemic, the Gérontopôle of the Toulouse University Hospital from France has been implemented the ICOPE care program, and within a large region from the southwest of France, which is called Occitania. And this program is supported by both the French Health Ministry and the Health Region Agency, l'ARS. This program targets, then community dwelling, autonomous senior, 60 years and over. Everybody can participate. All the health professionals can participate in this program. GPs, pharmacists, nurses, physiotherapists, nutritionists, dietitians, but also the senior himself or his family, and also home professional, non-health professions. So we're in primary care setting, and ICOPE care program uses digital tools to assess, to screen and monitor the entrance capacity over time. So to do this, we developed 3 digital tools. The first one, it's the ICOPE Monitor mobile application and the ICOPE chatbot that allow us to perform step 1, initial step 1, and then the follow-up step 1s. These 2 tools can be used in a professional version or in a self-assessment version for the older person or the practice family. The third tool is the Frailty ICOPE Secure database that collects all the step 1 performed, but also allows free and easy access to all healthcare professionals, allowing 1, to remote telehealth follow-up and monitoring of seniors' intrinsic capacity domains over time, and 2, also it allows, whenever step 2 is performed, we can collect it and register in this database. And this database allows us to enhance communication between different professionals, but also with the senior, the elderly himself. So this is like a general schematic pathway that we have implemented. So of course, the first step 1, all the step 1 are performed by the 2 digital tools, ICOPE Monitor app or the ICOPE bot. They can be performed by health professional, trained non-health professional, seniors himself or family. All these step 1, initial 1, and then the follow-up every 6 months, they all go to the ICOPE database where they are registered. The ICOPE database, as soon as or whenever there is a step 1 screening positive, it generates an alert. This alert is processed by a remote telemedicine platform by trained nurses that analyze the alert. And if this alert is clinically significant, then the nurse refers to the senior's GP, who is going to activate the step 2 and the step 3. Step 2 and step 3 can be performed by the GP himself, but also, and most of the cases, at least in our region, by trained primary care nurses, but also by other trained health professionals in geriatric standardized assessment. So we believe that there are 3 factors that have contributed to successfully implement ICOPE care program in our region. Firstly, training and supporting health professionals by training sessions, webinars, online replaying, and recently by an e-learning platform that we have created. And currently, there are more than 3,000 trained health professionals in Occitania, most of them nurses, but also followed by that's a French word, sorry, physiotherapists, pharmacists, and physicians. Secondly, we have organized many communications action towards and for seniors. And thirdly, we have developed also many partnerships with institutions and community associations. So let me show you some data from this ICOPE database, data from January 2020 to May 2022. So by that time, by May, 572 seniors joined the ICOPE program. You can see that their mean age is 70 years, mostly women and from Occitanie, and 12% they were self-assessment, the rest from professionals. If we look at the step 1 initial screening results, we can see, I would like to point out that almost 93% of these older people, they have a positive screening, at least in one domain of the intrinsic capacity. So they had potentially altered one of the domains. More than 60%, they had a positive screening in vision, 56% in cognition, half in audition, 39 psychological domain, 33 mobility, and 1/5 had a potential decline in vitality, intrinsic domain, capacity domain. If we look to the vitality domain screening results, we can see that from these 90% of seniors, 13% had an appetite loss or referred appetite loss from the last 3 months, almost 12% weight loss, and both 5%. By May 2021, we recorded 1,456 step 2, so assessment graded depth. You can see that the mean age was increased, of course, almost 80 years old, most of them women again, and we can, according to Fried criteria for frailty, 20% were robust, 49% were pre-fail, and 29% were frail. So almost 80% target the criteria of the frailty criteria. So we can say that ICOPE led us really to target this population. Concerning nutritional status, so the body mass index mean was almost 26, and based on the immediate nutritional assessment, 63% had a normal nutritional status. However, 25 were at risk of malnutrition, and 5.5 were already at malnutrition. Okay, so here you can see the personalized care plan following step 2. So the recommendation, most of them focus or concern the mobility domain with 81%, followed by nutritional recommendation, 77%, as follows: nutritional counseling, weight monitoring, fortified diet, and oral nutritional supplements in 1/5 of these seniors, and in a lesser proportion, referral to dentist. So we wanted to look at baseline. All the seniors that had a positive screening in vitality domain without known screening positive in the other domains, in order to measure, to assess the incidence of a potential decline in other domains over time. So here you can see the results adjusted by age, sex, and weight, that appetite at baseline, no weight loss. Okay. This is not the good one. It doesn't matter, just say it all. Don't worry. So the results show that appetite loss was longitudinally associated to potential decline in psychological mobility and cognition, intrinsic capacity domain at follow-up, leading or underlying the need for integrative approach, not only one function, and the interest for multi-domain intervention. So to end my take-home messages, so as we know, appetite and weight loss, and then malnutrition are resulting in sarcopenia, frailty, and late independency. Therefore, screening and managing this vitality domain is crucial in real-life population, especially in primary care setting. ICOPE approach seems to detect early deficits in intrinsic capacity nutrition domain by step 1 and 2 in robust, pre-frail, and frail seniors, allowing an early intervention by step 3 to prevent malnutrition. France experience shows feasibility of the ICOPE care program implementation primary care clinical practice using digital tools and setting a new prevention care pathway. Integrated approaches and multi-domain intervention is better than only nutritional assessment. And finally, ICOPE program allows early detection of declines in intrinsic capacity, including nutritional status, and allows to implement fast and personalized intervention to prevent loss of autonomy in seniors 60 and over years old. And to finish, I would like to associate to this presentation the whole Aging Disability Prevention team. Thanks to this team, currently we have more than 21,000 seniors that joined this ICOPE care program. Thank you for your attention.